Now, the good, the bad, and the gossip with Johnjay and Rich.
All right, every radio show has an entertainment segment. Ours is the best, and we call it The Good, the Bad, and the Gossip, and is hosted by Kyle Unfug. Kyle, what do you have for us today?
So Simon Cowell says he isn't proud of his affair with Lauren Silverman. Up until now, he hasn't really said a whole lot about it. He's kept quiet, but he does say it's not something that he wanted to happen in terms of hurting anyone. It just happened. You got to be a man and, deal with it or whatever. But he does say he's proud of what came out of it, and that happens to be his son, Eric, who was born in February. Simon says he loves being a dad, and it's actually helped him get his mojo back. Now, I don't know if you guys were watching Jimmy Kimmel last night, but Tracy Morgan was on with him. And I just think Tracy Morgan, sometimes he's very hilarious.
My aunt showed up. She's a crackhead.
You have an aunt who's a crackhead?
Yeah, we all do. It's white people say substance abuser. It's crazy. Then one Christmas, she bought me a Game Boy. You remember little Game Boy?
Yeah.
She bought me a Game Boy, and then she stole it. And then she helped me look for it. And I was so angry. I was like, why did you buy me a Game Boy and steal it and then help me look for it? She said I had to eliminate myself as a suspect.
Everybody's got a crazy family. On our website right now, johnjayrich.com, if you go there, type in the keyword GBG. Paul Rudd and Billy Eichner actually went around in New York asking people a very random question if they would have sex with Paul Rudd for $1. That video is on our website, johnjayrich.com, keyword GBG. Now, Kim and Kanye are set to get married May 24th in Paris, although their plans may be changing a little bit. I guess there's this law in Paris that says you have to have 40 days of residency before you get married there. So since Kanye has an apartment, they thought maybe they could get around it, I guess. But no, you literally have to be there for 40 consecutive days in a row. And since the couple's like, what? We're just hearing about this. They may actually have to reschedule their entire marriage. Or not marriage, I guess just the wedding. But you know what I'm talking about.
Why not have it in the Americas where
Well,
it doesn't
because
matter? We don't care. You just get married here.
Kanye likes his croissants. We know that from one of his songs. Another song that he's in is Future, who has a brand new song called I Won. Now, in Kanye's verse, he talks a lot about his relationship with Kim. In the first part, I'll play with you, dealing with her status, their baby North, and yes, her famous Behind.
You the #1 trophy wife, so it's only right to live the trophy life. You grew up on J-Lo, Timberlands by Manolo now. Till one day I put an angel in your ultrasound. I wanna dip that in gold.
Yes, he said he wants to dip that in gold. Her touch.
So, hey, he says, I won. And it's about trophy wives.
Okay.
So that's the trophy?
Well, yeah, exactly. He also indicates the little glimpses into their history and more Kim's dating history.
I made it over NBA, NFL players, so every time I score it's like the Super Bowl. All your mama ever made was trophies, right? I just wanna take you out and show you out. You already know that you're the perfect one. Girl, when I'm with you, feel like a champion. Ever since I got with you, I feel like I done won me a trophy.
That's right. Kim's his trophy wife, baby.
So he's saying, it sounds like he's saying one thing, but he's meaning something else. He's saying, I got her over NBA, over NFL. Mm-hmm. But what he's saying is his wife's a cleat chaser. She sleeps with famous people.
Not anymore. She's
a star screwer.
And he won.
I don't know if I'd even acknowledge that if I were him.
I know.
Like, that's part of your past, but he's bringing it up like,
That's
hey.
how they do it sometimes. You can talk about it, but it brings a little less power to people talking about it when he acknowledges it and says he doesn't care.
It's hard to, because it's taken Rich 10 years to get over the fact that his wife used to date Lance Armstrong.
I know.
And made out with him.
You acknowledge that.
I came up with the whole steroid scandal to try to get him busted.